Under the Myers-Briggs personality types, an INFJ, which stands for introversion, intuitive, feeling and judging, is the rarest personality type across its spectrum. It is represented by just 2% of the population, as this unique combination of personality traits is very rare. They're highly engaging when it comes to being attentive and empathic towards their friends and loved ones, and under the circumstance of being in an emotionally compromised or harmful situation, they're no less at becoming the most cold-hearted person you could find. This exceptional shift in behavior is a result of emotional trauma dealt by an INFJ via a person they used to share a close bond. It is true that INFJs are truly unique in terms of traits and characteristics, but what is their true potential? What are the new capabilities that they essentially unlock within themselves when they truly realize their traits? Let's find out. The scope of realization. It is quite amazing to see the actual potential of an INFJ once they accept the way their personality molds them as a person. INFJs do everything their way. They stand out in a very distinct way. Their perception regarding how others view them as a person is completely ignorant. They don't care about how others view them or judge them. They're known to be highly aware and capable of hyper-focusing on the little details, which help them analyze situation better than any other personality type. And it's easy to say that it'll be very difficult to hide any emotion from them. It is certain that they might know way more about you than yourself. They experience the full spectrum of emotions and hence understand it all with great depth, which in turn enhances their capability to be empaths and are loyal to the core with the person they trust and let into their personal space. The concept of acceptance and realizing INFJ's internal processes and the way they work things out in life is essentially rooted in the task of facing all the uncomfortable feelings they face on their own in life. Outright accepting and believing that you have successfully reached a realization and acceptance phase is somewhat naive. What this means is the process of actualization is a long-term concept. It is not something like enlightenment. It is more of an ongoing, lifelong process, and it's gradual in a lot of senses. It is quite impossible to self-actualize your true potential. It might just feel like you have done so successfully, but just for a fleeting feel-good moment, which is neither healthy nor the ideal way. It is a well-known fact that we're not 100% aware of what's going on in our surroundings, which directly indicates how we can never truly be in that headspace of just accepting our true nature and all the uncomfortable feelings that come with it, as it's continuous growth that'll help an INFJ to realize their true potential. The key to realization. The first and essentially the most important question an INFJ could ask themselves is, what do I not want other people to think of me? This is to be applied to the kind of situations where an INFJ might feel like they're walking on eggshells to be different from their true psychological selves. And it's important to look out for the same, as those are the situations where they don't embrace all that comes with their personality as well as characteristic traits. The place to start is situations that involve loved ones, friends, colleagues, and essentially anywhere else that requires a constant effort to let your comfort zone be compromised, or put simply, situations that require you to express yourself as someone who will very effortlessly forego their ability to stay within that space comfortably and continue to engage in it, as it may cause them to think that they're not an ideal person or that they might get perceived as different or weird. It is important to learn how to leave situations where you don't feel comfortable staying in, as it helps an INFJ realize how different their nature is from the role they were previously playing or trying to maintain. Out of this, what they can gain is a unique perspective on how they engage in their daily activities whilst ignoring their comfort zones, being inclusive of others' comfort at the cost of their own. This is somewhat of a suppressive behavior, which is just not ideal if an INFJ wants to experience a true sense of acceptance and acknowledgement. How it actually should be is to not care about others so much as to compromise their sense of comfort and the space to grow as a rare personality-honing individual. It is all about choosing their self and making sure others are aware that you're doing so with discretion. It is okay to make compromises from time to time, but the line must be drawn at the very point at which you are certain that the situation will force you to act out of your character and comfort zone. Utilizing resources. The biggest and the easily depleting resource for an INFJ personality type is their belief system and their physical energy. This directly means that the more energy they possess, the more they can create, be it opportunities, a better life, and/or a better living situation. Managing the level of physical energy is important for an INFJ. It is all about removing the unwanted energy in life, which can be in the form of people who make your daily life difficult to the point of exhaustion or discomfort, or be it situations they put themselves through just to make the other person or people satisfied with their presence and significance. This behavior just brings down the level of your psychological and physical well-being, which is too high of an expense to be paid just to get accepted in a particular group. It's also important to see to it that they ensure the positive and constructive energies also stay in check, and they engage in activities that help them tap into this energy and learn to use it in the right productive manner. Accepting oneself includes doing all the things that a person is most afraid of. It could be saying the uncomfortable thing around the person they've been walking on eggshells with, leaving when they don't feel like staying, and progressively taking steps to make them like their own selves. It comes in check when we like what we're doing. It doesn't bother us as to how other people perceive us while we do an activity we like or love doing. An INFJ cares about achieving a sense of establishment regarding being happy with what they do, and if they feel like they don't have achieved that yet, who they want to be and how they want to be as the ideal person they have molded themselves into. This directly inspires the trait or behavior of relying on other people for feedback, which stems from self-doubt. Once an INFJ is sure of themselves being special as they do what others don't, or essentially do it a lot of times better than anyone else they know of could do, they help themselves to create a mindset that helps them push themselves to achieve way more with higher potential for the same. What's next? Once an INFJ develops their ideal self in accordance with the level of acceptance and control, they're very much capable of having the abilities that come with their inherent personality traits, accepting their current situation and taking steps to improve the same, as most people out there are not satisfied with the way they deal in life or how it's playing out. Once an INFJ can establish a sense of control over themselves, all of life comes as easy as taking a stroll in the park. Maintaining this sense of acceptance and acknowledging it is a constant task, and staying grounded and accepting the reality is also something an INFJ has to work upon, whilst improving in life and achieving goals at the same time. It is important to always look forward, hold yourself in high esteem, and go on in life with whatever it puts you through. The next big step is taking responsibility to continuously work towards making your life better every day, putting a conscious effort towards improving on a daily basis, looking out for how life improves, and getting to know your true capabilities. Taking responsibility also means knowing that life will not always be fair. People you know and love might not always approve of what you do and put consistent efforts at, and will not always get acknowledged at your will. It all starts with baby steps, be it an uncomfortable conversation which helps you understand that people will always judge you no matter what you do. It is you as a rare personality-honing individual who has to make an effort to consciously avoid seeking feedback, validation, or acceptance. It's all about what you see yourself as in your own eyes, morally or in daily life. If you're sorted in the sense of acceptance and preserving your harmony, things will work out in wonderful ways. Not only that, you will recognize the capabilities that make you stand out as an individual. With that said, what do you think are some other steps that INFJs can take to unlock their full potential? Let's know in the comments below. Hope that this video was insightful, and as always, like and share this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates on psychology.